Hey guys, this is Ontario and I get a battle here versus Pokeboy 18. Actually there was two battles because the first battle wasn't that great and we decided after that we'll get a rematch. So sorry about not uploading new stuff for a while, but I got pretty busy with my university exams and stuff. So, but I want to calm down you all a bit because I got like 8 or 9 battles on my computer saved. So all I have to do is just to narrate it and upload it on YouTube. So I'll obtain my 100 narrated battles. But anyway, let's get back to the battle. I did my team with Nidoqueen, he leads with Torkoal, and first turn I decided to taunt it just to prevent it from using Stealth Rocks, and after that I just go for the 2 layers of Toxic Spikes, but he goes for a Rapid Spin because this is his spinner actually, and he got poisoned because of my ability, Poison Point, and after that I decided to go for a Super Fang just to cut its HP by half. So he decided to go for Rapid Spin just to Rapid Spin my Stealth Rocks, and after that he goes for Lava Plum just to do some damage, and after that I go for Taunt because I don't want this thing to set up some Stealth Rocks, and he goes for Explosion just to KO my Nidoqueen, but actually I end up surviving this, which is pretty awesome in this match, as you will see later. So anyway, after that he brings in his Mach, and he goes for a Shadow Sneak, which isn't going to kill me because probably he was afraid that my Nidoqueen is faster than his Mach, so, and that's probably what it does. So I go for a super effective Earthquake, which isn't going to kill it, but it looks like a 2-hit KO, I guess. So I just go for another Earthquake as he goes for a Shadow Sneak, which isn't going to kill me because after the leftovers recovery I got enough HP to survive the Shadow Sneak. So it isn't going to be a 2-hit KO, surprisingly for me. Probably a random number generated fucked me up. So he goes for a Shadow Sneak again, isn't going to kill my Nidoqueen, and I just want to KO his Mach with Earthquake, so I just go for it. So anyway, now 2 of his pokes are dead because of my Nidoqueen, and this is pretty good beginning of the game for me. So he decided to bring in his Poliwrath, and I go for a Taunt just to prevent it from using Substitute and Hypnosis. So after that I go for Toxic Spikes because it's always good to have them on the field, and he decided to finish off my Nidoqueen with Waterfall, and that's pretty good, I guess, for me. So after that I bring in a pretty good counter Ampharos, and he decided to take a switch into his Dactrio, which will pretty annoy me in this match. So it got poisoned because of my, it got toxic actually because of my Toxic Spikes, and he decided to go for the Stone Age, probably predicting some sort of switch into my Flying type poke, and I decided to finish it off with Focus Blast. So after that he brings in his Hitmonlee, and it got toxic because of my Toxic Spikes, so he goes for Earthquake. I don't want to overpredict, I just want to sacrifice my Ampharos because I don't have a safe switch. So anyway, after that I bring in 3 times my Espeon, and he was actually pretty scared about that, so he decided to take a switch into his Swift Angel, his Ambipom, and I go for a Psychic, which is my stabbed and pretty powerful move. Actually this is my Scarfed Espeon, so I go for a Psychic just to finish it off because I'm faster, and yeah, after that he brings his Hitmonlee again, and looking about his team, I can say that all of his pokes got weakness to the Psychic, so I just go for it because I'm trapped with that move because this is my Scarfed Espeon. So his last poke was Poliwrath, and I decided to finish it off with Psychic, and yeah, so that was a good game, Pokeboy. And after that battle we decided to do a rematch because our last battle wasn't that great, if I'm to be honest with you guys. So yeah, anyway, he decided to swap his Ambipom with his Clefable, which turns out to be pretty good for him, and I decided to bring in my old team. So I bring in my Nidoqueen as my lead, and he goes for his Torkoal, and he used Explosion at the beginning of the game because he just wanted to save some time probably. And yeah, my Nidoqueen ends up surviving this, which is pretty good. So after that he brings in his Mach, and I go for a Super Fang, which fucking misses second time in this match, and I was like, damn it! So anyway, he goes for, he's just 1 curse up, and I decide to go for a Taunt to prevent it from cursing more. And he goes for Ice Punch, which is good, and my Nidoqueen ends up surviving this. And looking by the damage, I can say that I'm still able to survive Shadow Sneak, so I go for a Super Fang, which didn't miss this time fortunately, and I'm able to deal some serious damage to his Mach, actually half of his HP. But after that he is able to kill me with Ice Punch. So after that I go for my 3 times, completely forgetting about Shadow Sneak, but fortunately my 3 times is bulky enough to survive this Shadow Sneak, so I go for a Psychic, which is super effective move, and this will KO his Mach. So after that he brings in his Doctor, which will pretty annoy me in this match because of the arena trap I can't switch, and he's able to kill mine 3 times with with Night Slash, sorry. So after that I bring in my Donphan, knowing that he's trapped with using that move because this is probably his Bandit Doctor. So he brings in his Clefable, predicting my Toxic pretty well, and after that he goes for Grass Knot, which is pretty perfect move to my Donphan. So I am able to survive this somehow, and I go for a knockoff just to make it lose its Life Orb. And after that I don't want to overpredict, I don't have a safe switch, so I just let him kill my Donphan. So after that I bring in my Ampharos, and because I'm faster I go for a Focus Blast, which is super effective move, and this will obviously KO his Clefable because his Clefable is actually more like a physically trained one, physically bulky. So anyway, after that he brings in his Doctor again as a revenge killer, and he goes for Earthquake because I can't switch, and I end up surviving this, which is totally impressive for me. So yeah, but my Focus Blast misses, and I'm not happy about that because probably I will kill this Doctor for breakfast. So anyway, after that, because I know that he is trapped with using Earthquake, I go for my Bluebird, and I go for a Facade just to deal as much damage as I can on his switch, and he decided to bring in his Poliwrath. Now my Toxic Orb is activated, so I'm able to deal some serious damage with my Brave Bird. So I go for it. This is a super effective move, and this will obviously KO his Poliwrath. So now all he has left is his Dactrio. I guess no, he's got Hitmonlee left. So he goes for his Hitmonlee and goes for a Rock Slide. This is actually his carved Hitmonlee, so he's faster. I wasn't actually concerned about that. So anyway, after that I bring in my Lapras, and I'm pretty sure that I'm able to survive at least one Rock Slide, so I go for Curse just to build up my attack and defense stats. So after that he goes for Rock Slide, I go for Waterfall, I guess, and he ends up getting a fucking flinch, which kind of pissed me off because, you know, luck is pretty fucking me up in this match, but whatever. So after that he goes for Rock Slide again. I was just praying that I'm able to survive this, and yeah, so I go for a Waterfall, which will obviously KO his Hitmonlee, but he ends up surviving this somehow. I have no idea why. This is a stopped Waterfall, but whatever. So after that I go for Ice Shard because he's trapped with using this move. My Ice Shard got priority, so I'm faster. And anyway, after that his last poke was Dactrio. He isn't carrying Sucker Punch or something like that, so he just let his Dactrio die because of my stopped Ice Shard is powerful enough to take it down. So it's a good game, Pokeboy18. Comment, rate, subscribe guys. Hope you like my 2 battles, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace dudes.